T Squad, we are back in the building with Exposing Diddy Series Part 5. Yes, Part 5. In this video, we're going to take a look at an interview that Aubrey O'Day from Diddy's mega group Danity Kane did last year or either earlier this year with Call Daddy podcast, where she explained exactly why she got kicked out of Danity Kane. Let's take a look.
Why somebody would want to fire somebody.
Can you give us a little?
I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
Mm-hmm. And were other girls doing?
I was the only one that was in those types of positions.
Wow. When you look back on that, how does that make you feel?
You know, I have such a love-hate with it all because I don't think I would have been able to be so successful in so many other areas had I not been trained under Diddy. Mm-hmm. He was the hardest person that you can work for, and it was torture. And not the work part of it, but the other stuff. Mind games, like just all the girls were so divided, and the men and the people running it had their hands in it, moving everything. There was a lot of betrayal. There was a lot of lies. There was a lot of, you know, when you're young and impressionable and we understand our beauty as women through the eyes of the people observing us. Well, who's observing us? Men. So we learn our beauty through a man's eye, which is very subjective. So it's difficult when you're that young to understand your worth as a woman through the men that I was around. And that was very traumatic. I don't think any of us have healed from that. Diddy would be like, you're not hot anymore. Like, what happened? You don't have anything, like, you don't have any curves. You're looking like you're not looking like, I can't get people to think that you're my good looking person. And there was no Me Too at that time. There was no protecting anyone at that time. You signed a million NDAs and a million contracts that took away all your rights. So
once again, everything that Cassie alleged in her lawsuit, others are saying. Now, this is not something that Aubrey just started saying here recently. This is something that Aubrey has been saying for years. And like I said, this interview that she did with Call Daddy, I believe came out earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken, before all of this stuff with Diddy was exposed. And it lines up with what Cassie said that he did to her, making her have FOs with male, intimate workers, and here we have Aubrey saying that he wanted her to do the same thing and she refused, and that's why he put her out of the group and fired her. And it's really insane, it's really sick, it's really twisted and disgusting that this was happening to these young girls who just wanted to perform and sing and dance and all of that stuff. And I was and still am a huge Danity Kane fan. So when Aubrey got fired from the group, I was gobsmacked. Her and D Woods, I was gobsmacked. When he broke up the whole group, I was gobsmacked. And I recently just sat down and watched the interview with Dawn Richards from the group. And she explained how they didn't make any money. They literally got robbed. Like, them girls were living on a hope and a prayer. They had 2 gold albums and made nothing off of those records. And she even said the same thing that Aubrey's saying, how there was a bunch of mind games and manipulation and lies and pitting the girls against each other, talking about their bodies and all of these different crazy things that were being done to these young girls. And it's so sad and it's so sick. And Diddy's not going to be the only one that gets exposed. There's going to be a lot more moguls, titans, CEOs, record execs, producers, directors, that are going to get exposed, male and female. These people not playing with y'all no more. What goes in the dark will come in the light, okay? We've all heard that analogy. What goes on in the dark shall come to the light. And you reap what you sow. Like I keep on telling y'all, karma is real, and it might not come back on you today or tomorrow. It might not come back as of for Diddy 10, 15 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, but it will come back on you. So be careful how you treat people, the moves you make, and all of that stuff. Because it will come back to haunt you, and it's coming back to haunt him. We've all heard stories about Diddy's over the years of his violent behavior. And now it is all exposed to the world. Every bit of it. And it's really sad, and it's really sickening. It really honestly is. Y'all tell me down below what y'all think about Aubrey's interview in my Exposing Diddy Part 5 video. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button, you guys. I love you so very much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
How you doing? Shorty that ran into my fiance car.
It's something different about him, and I know that he has a girl, but everything about him just says that he's supposed to be mine. Like, I can honestly feel it.
Man, I see you out here doing big things, man.
Being here with you was really making me happy.
I felt the same way, too.
When I get home, I got a lot to handle. You do, too. I know you got a man.
You have a whole fiance at home, remember? Get out!
Girl, did he hit you?
I already knew how this little thing between us was gonna end.
Can I be cooped up in this dirty, dingy ass motel room like this, bro? This right here, this is our reality.
Get out! We both knew this wasn't gonna work.
We got something special.
I have to save myself.
Don't touch me again, you know what's happening.
Get out! Get out! All my life, I've been waiting for somebody to save me. I knew that it was gonna be you.
Oh, I can't seem to let you go.
My film Paper Heart is streaming right now on Peacock and Tubi. Enjoy.